ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. It's back. Gets it out quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Trying to do it on the ground. Fights off the defender. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. And at the 45 on its way. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a fourth and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Miami. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on fourth down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Marshall. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. It's Underwood. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Looking for more room. He's at touchdown, Cage. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
That no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Haynes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Morgan. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what
makes the catch on the right side. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
The AT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. There he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane. Great job by the back on the option.
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well. It is virtually impossible to stop.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Simpson. Drills him with a stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Using his legs, it's Haynes. A stop and pull, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Hands it off. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Underwood. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. motion from the wide receiver. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And really good job by the defense understanding 3rd down situation in the game. Play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. That's caught. It's McCulley.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Finds his man, it's Haynes.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Powers through the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the 1st down. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Might be looking to run. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. And the Canes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be out of bounds at the 23 after gambling and bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time. And the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying play action. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision, and they chew up some yardage. And now they've given themselves an opportunity on 4th down to be able to go for it.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass, perfect timing to run that personnel, and you get the pick.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped.
Got it in stride inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll run play action. Using his feet to buy time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3-spot on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. And it slips just inside that right upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Daniels. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Daniels. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not.
Touchdown, Michigan! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through a tackle. Looking for room at the 40. That defense got gas, but they finally get into the turf at the 47.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Beck. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, fourth quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Makes the catch. It's Morgan. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
To the air, it's Underwood. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it yet.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week, looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
Looking to throw, it's back. Pocket breaking down. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 3rd down for this offense. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Oh, they're after him. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Takes the easy one to the back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap.